on my way to see the peacock tapestry. On my way to see the peacock tapestry. I cannot wait to get there to Emma Telford's studio. Of course, you're going to see it all in action, and this is happening because of so many of you who have donated to this incredible project. This is like my dream project. I think many of you know that, like, I've always said the tapestries are things I've wanted to get restored before I'm gathered and, you know, go up there. So it's like a dream of mine. We are going to be doing the first wash together. It's great weather. Emma's just texted me saying it's such good weather for a tapestry cleaning day. And yeah, and if you're wondering where I'm going to Hereford, which is very near Wales. In fact, everything right now is in Welsh. Well, it says services and then it says Guasadala something else. Yeah, anyway, stay tuned because it's going to be a really, really exciting day with Emma. I am here, everybody. I'm pretty sure that's her studio there. It's a big business center, as you can see. And yeah, I'm gonna go knock on the door. Beyond excited. Everybody knows that I have been waiting to come to your studio here, and what a studio it is. Everybody, if you're new to watching our YouTube channel, this is the amazing Emma Telford, expert tapestry conservator, just outstanding. And we've been able to raise enough funds to get this tapestry, the peacock tapestry, I mean, all sorted. So yeah. Tell me, Emma, where are we? I mean, I'm like so excited.
Right, well, I am too. It's lovely to be able to show the client what actually goes on in the processes rather than just taking it away and bringing it back.
Right.
So we've made a start with first of all, before it gets to this stage in the bath, I've obviously stripped off the lining, which is here.
Okay.
That's come off. And I've taken out some of the most distorting repairs that were, you know, cobbled. Do you remember how it was? So some of those have come out. And then what I've done is I've prepared, because where the silk has dropped out and it's very weak and you can see the bare warp.
Yes.
You don't want that, because the actual washing is quite an aggressive treatment. There's a lot of handling and movement and so on. You don't want to lose any more material.
Okay.
So I've got this net that I've attached over the top.
I see.
Yeah, that's what that's doing. This is my stitching that secures it. So it's on both sides.
I see.
And that just sort of sandwiches it in there and contains it. And so you've got
the whole thing has netting on it.
Not the whole thing, but the most vulnerable areas. And
I can see now.
You can see it. So
funny enough, because I was going to ask you, like, what these white stitches were, and I thought that they were from us. This video is sponsored by Babbel.
Vorrei realizzarmi nella vita. Ho delle ambizioni.
Vorrei realizzarmi nella vita. Ho delle ambizioni.
Ciao. Come stai tutti? Hi everybody, how are you? I am in Italia adesso, and there's lovely chatter going outside the window. And it's wonderful that I'll be able to step outside and actually chit-chat to my neighbors, all because of Babbel, one of the top language learning apps in the entire world. And Babbel has been instrumental in my language journey. When I first arrived to my little Italian house, I knew niente, apart from maybe ciao and arrivederci, but that was it. And I got like very nervous when I would go into the piazza or I would see my neighbors. I mean, they're all around me. And I would sort of shy away from even speaking to them. And so for me, I was like, okay, I need to make sure that I can step outside with confidence and order my coffee, my food, ask for directions, speak with my builders, have conversations, like real conversations with my neighbors. And because of Babbel, I'm at a B2 intermediate level. Thank you, Babbel, so much, because their lessons are designed by real life language teachers. I listen to their podcasts when I'm running. I also play their games. I do a 10-minute lesson every single day, which is what I was doing right now. And because of them, not only can I speak the language and have these conversations, but also it's done something to my self-esteem, like higher up, like I feel confident walking out here. So if you're interested in learning a new language because you might be traveling somewhere and you want to speak that language and feel confident, or if it's just you want to like a new project and you want to boost your confidence, learning a language for me has really boosted my confidence. So do check out Babbel. Get up to 60% off of your Babbel subscription by clicking the link in the description down below or scanning my QR code. You guys, it's one of the best things I've ever done, learning a new language. It's been incredible, and I can't wait to get like 100% fluent, which I know is going to happen soon. Ci vediamo a presto.
It doesn't look very good, but the reason for doing it like that is because you're just wanting to secure it so that it doesn't move.
Okay.
And so you do these nice big stitches. You don't want anything tight and constricting. You just want to secure it, and so it's on both sides. I see there's some on that side as well. And that stays on for the washing process.
Okay.
And it just helps to stabilize it.
Right.
So I'm rolling it and moving it around in the water.
Okay, fantastic. And so what are you using? Is this, I mean, I do see some bubbles here.
Yes. So I started the process last night.
Okay.
So at about 9 p.m. I put it, I gave it like a soak, a pre-wash if you like, with no detergent. It's just deionized water. And then I just leave it there overnight. And it's incredible what you remove just with that, Julie, because don't be frightened of the colour of this, but that is the colour of the water from just the soak. No mechanical action, no detergent. It's always yellow, and people say, "Are you sure that's not the dye that's coming out?" And I said, "No, it's definitely not dye. That is the colour of the dirt that comes out in the initial soak." So then I drain that off.
Okay.
And then
how do you drain it? Can I ask?
So I've got a pump.
Okay.
Okay. Pump it into the car park.
Okay. Fantastic. Great.
And then I refill the bath, and now I'm using a conservation detergent.
Okay.
Which is most effective at because this isn't warm water. It's just it's cool.
Yeah. It is. Okay.
And so the detergent operates well within a sort of coolish temperature range. And then, it's really just a question of carefully squeezing like this. So I'm not scrubbing.
No.
I'm not. I'm just trying to push the detergent through and bring it. Squeeze the water through and bring it back out. And that's what creates the bubbles. But the detergent is it's not very foamy, but as you work, it does. It does bubble up.
Right.
And obviously you take extra care where you've got
the netting,
the really vulnerable bits. Yeah. So we've got the peacock here.
Yes.
And that's the top of the tapestry at that end.
And then that's the boy riding on top of the fish within the fountain.
Yeah.
Do you know, interesting, because looking at it now, I actually feel, everybody, that I can see it much clearer.
Yeah, really?
I'm like, wow. When it's really, I think it's I know it's a panel, it's been sectioned off, but it is pretty, and I think
it is pretty, yeah.
Because it's got movement in it, as far as it's not just, the trees and the branches. We've got some
you've got these nice
there.
Architectural details and this water feature, and then the beautiful peacock down at the bottom. I'm pretty pleased at how it's responding to the water, and then.
So then what, this will stay, you'll go around, do this. I'll have a little go, I hope.
Have a little go, yeah.
And then how long does it stay in this until you drain it off?
So I'm a big fan of really giving it a long time in the bath, and it releases more that way, the longer it is. Now you have to balance. Obviously the dyes have been tested, so I know I'm not going to have a problem with the dyes.
Okay.
I wouldn't expect to have a problem with a tapestry of this age.
Okay.
Sometimes when you get repair threads, that's what might bleed, but there's nothing in this for us to be concerned about.
Okay, great.
So I'll probably keep going with it until I really feel like I'm not getting any more out of it. And then I start the rinsing process, and then at the end of that, I basically roll it up on my homemade little roller there in towels and blot most of the moisture out.
Okay.
So that it's almost dry before you then just lay it out and let the final bit of moisture just evaporate off. And that's why a day like today is perfect for tapestry washing, because what you don't want is a damp, cold day where it's going to take a long time to dry. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Wow. Incredible. And the other thing I was going to mention is, or ask, how long, not to put pressure because there's no pressure, but once you start to repair it, I mean, I know you've got other projects as well, but, completion date for you in your mind, a few months, October? Look at me.
Yeah, I'm sure, because it's not very big. There's quite a lot of work in it.
Yeah, I know.
There's quite a lot of work in it, but it's not very big.
Right.
So yeah, once I've got this finished with the wet cleaning and it's dry and it's ready then for the support work, I will crack on with it.
Okay. Amazing.
I'll get it framed up and start the support work straight away, and I can update you with photos and
that's perfect
as it goes.
And it's interesting also to see this now up close, because I can also see more clearly now where lots of, like, for example, that was a repair there. And what do you do with something like that? Do you leave that?
Well, sometimes I do leave it, Julie. Sometimes I take it out, particularly where you've got a lot of nice detail that you feel that repair is distorting it.
Yes.
So I'll probably take that out.
Right.
But up here, there is a big patch here. Can you see that there? Which is almost like net.
Oh my gosh, yes.
It's quite a big area where it looks like the original has been cut out and they've done this kind of rather crude weaving.
Yes.
Now, to redo that is extremely time consuming because it's quite a big area and you've got nothing left of the original.
No.
So we can look at that in due course and make decisions about what you want to do. Sometimes what people do is have a plain patch put, so I can cut it out, get rid of it, and put a sort of imitation tapestry patch that can go there, which might be a bit more aesthetically pleasing. But it's decisions like that can be made as we go.
Okay, great.
So yeah, there will be. So here is a little bit of work that's gone from the silk and into the blue, and it just doesn't look good. So that will come out.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So you kind of do it on a case by case basis. Decide what you want to keep and what you want to take out.
And then lastly, we talked about, and I can't remember it starts with a B.
No, it's galloon.
Galloon. Okay, not a B.
I've got samples to show you. So we can look at those.
So a galloon is, just because I had never heard of this word until you put it in your tapestry report. Now I'm going to remember forever. Galloon. Is it a border type?
Yeah. So it's an outer border. So quite often, like the tapestries at Mapperton, they do have a border. A lot of them, which is a nice floral border. But then beyond that, right on the edge, there's often a narrow border, which is usually dark blue or dark brown.
Okay.
And that's called the galloon.
Okay.
And it just kind of finishes off the edge of the tapestry. And I think that's what this needs.
Absolutely.
It solves the problem of these cut edges, because it'll just come over the top. We're going to have to decide what happens about this paint, because that will not come off.
Paint.
So
that's social history right there.
We can bring the galloon over the top of that, but then you're making the tapestry a bit narrow. But again, we can talk about what you want. Yeah. But yeah, I've got samples.
And
to show you.
There's paint here as well.
Both sides, yeah. So they obviously painted the room without bothering to take the tapestry down.
How bizarre. That wasn't us. But you're right.
It's really common. It's really
Is it
common
really
to find
common?
that. Yeah, it's very
Gosh,
common.
so you're right. Maybe we have to take it to there to kind of
Maybe to cover that over.
to cover it up. Anyway, again, decisions that we can make.
We wanted to take a moment in this episode to thank all of our wonderful patrons. We have how many?
485.
485 patrons who have been on this journey with us, some of them for years now, and many of whom have become friends, people that we talk to, people who've come to stay, people who join our live Q&As. But today we are on a bit of a mission because we are so close to 500.
So we really want to get to 500, the Mapperton Live founding 500, the Mapperton 500. And it's just 15 more. That's how close we are to these founding 500. And with that, if you are one of the next 15, you will get a digital certificate saying basically you're a founding member and you helped make it happen. You'll also get some digital wallpaper, and we're creating
It's not some digital wallpaper. You'll get the digital wallpaper that you will be able to put on your phone and put on your laptop to, I think, remind you of Mapperton,
Yes.
but also to thank you from us. As Julie was saying, all existing patrons are automatically part of the Mapperton Live Founding 500, but there's room for 15 more. And we really want to try and hit that goal.
And you'll also get a digital scrapbook. So I'm going to be photographing some of Luke's ancestors because we have great photo albums from the 7th Earl to the 8th Earl and of course up to the 9th Earl alongside Alberta. And I'll be photographing that. So we're going to be creating for you, just for you 500, a digital historical scrapbook.
And our patrons have been absolutely invaluable. We've created this wonderful community of supporters for Mapperton, and those contributions, all of those contributions, go directly towards the costs of repairs, maintenance and restoration projects here at Mapperton. That has included lots of important stonework repairs. It's included the pools, which is one of the projects that we've worked on over many years. We've got more to do. It includes lots of other bits of restoration that we do in the house and in the surrounding buildings. So we are very grateful for the support of our patrons. As we say, it all goes, wow, we've got a Chinook helicopter flying about 100 meters over the house. That's unusual.
That is.
Let's not get off piece. So anyway, we very much hope that you will consider joining and becoming a Mapperton 500 member soon. All the details are in the description down below, patreon.com/Mapperton Live.
Thank you all so much.
There's a big section there of repair, which, you know, we can talk about whether you feel that's okay or whether it's visually disruptive and you don't like it. You know, we can talk about that. Other places, the repair has gone through the silk, but then rather clumsily gone into the blue. So that sort of thing will probably come out.
Okay.
And then there's the big area, the big patch here. Where
So would you take all of that out and then, or you keep that in and then put something behind
so no,
it?
if we decide, look, it's too ugly, I would probably take it out. So I would cut it out and then put something behind it. So
Got it, yeah.
So there's obviously the whole thing will have a support of linen.
Yeah.
And it goes in between the linen and the tapestry. So it's just like a little special patch that would go behind.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
So the paint is not something that's going to come off in wet cleaning.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's quite thick, you know?
Isn't it extraordinary that they did that?
Yeah. Wow. And these, I didn't mention, but the edges have also been sort of lashed with the white stitching. That is in order to minimise the loss of the weft. So because it's a cut edge, you can get the weft coming away, and you don't want that when it's in the wash bath. You want to contain the material as best you can. That's the first Looks like a sample of urine, doesn't it?
It does. It's so dirty. And will the next one then, do you think, be lighter?
Because this is the second bath.
Yeah.
So that's the second.
All right.
So this is the first wash.
Okay, I see. That's the first wash.
That's the first
right.
wash, and this is the second wash now. So you can see the difference in colour.
Yeah. Great.
And then I just keep going really until I feel like either the tapestry's had enough, I don't want to keep manipulating it, or I mean it's not actually that dirty in terms of tapestry. Dirty tapestries. This is probably mid-range.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not the dirtiest tapestry I've ever had. So
amazing.
Yeah.
Phew.
It's
we didn't win the award for the dirtiest tapestry.
No.
Great. And then cleaning wise.
Yeah, so the technique really is just to squeeze the water and the detergent through like that. And you can see, you don't need much of a depth. That's the other thing. It's got hardly any depth there, but you are getting the detergent going through. Amazing. So it's really, you want to be sucking all that dirt out.
Right.
So that's how I do it. Yeah. And really, taking a lot of care over those weaker areas where the silk is concentrated.
Yes. Amazing.
So but you do this and then I let it soak a bit and then I change it, or I turn it over and do the other side.
Right. Okay. So you do the other side.
I do. Yeah. So that both sides have had some manipulation.
Great. Oh, yeah.
See, there's some yellow.
There is some yellow.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
there is some.
Keep going with that.
Keep going.
But
how many times in the past, when you've got a really dirty tapestry, so happy we didn't win that award, how many washes? What's been the most washes you've had to do on a tapestry?
I think probably 4 or 5. Even after the washing sometimes, and you start rinsing because you sort of think, I can't leave the tapestry wet for much longer, you can still get a little bit coming out with the rinsing process.
Right.
And I don't think that'll happen with this one.
Okay.
And obviously with a much larger tapestry, you need several pairs of hands just for the handling, and it's exhausting.
Yeah, I bet it is.
So this is a nice manageable size.
Yeah.
So this is a sample of the replacement galloon that I've got, which is left over from another project, and it's quite narrow. You can get it wider than this, but I think for the scale of this tapestry, this will be nice.
Okay. Yes.
We can get it wider if necessary, and I quite like the colour, but again, we can finesse that if necessary. And the idea is that it imitates the weave of the tapestry with these ribs. So you can have it going in different directions. So that's got the ribs going that way, and that's got the ribs going in the other direction. So you'll attach it, so this would be at the side, and this would be along the bottom, because that's the direction of the wall.
Right.
So
which one do you prefer?
Well, we can use both. You can use both. So you can have it, so this would be at the top and the bottom, and this would be at the sides. Yeah, so it looks like a continuation of the tapestry.
Took me a while to get that. Gotcha. Yeah.
But yeah, so those are just some bits that were left over from another job, but that's the kind of thing. You might want a little bit wider, but I can get some samples and we can talk.
Okay. And then what are you going to back it with? Because this is obviously the old backing.
Yeah, so this is the old lining that was taken off. And do you remember it was hanging on these?
Yes.
On these, and it's, it's really dirty. So that came off, and once the washing is finished, we'll do the support work, which is onto some linen, which I'll get a sample of. So this is the linen, the type of thing that I'll be doing the support work into. Which this has been stripped of the dressings and everything that it comes ready with, and then you prepare that and attach the tapestry to it.
Okay,
So it
great.
has that, but then it will also have a lining. It's like
Okay.
a downproof, a lightweight downproof. So you don't want anything as heavy as this. It's just too much.
Yes, yeah. No,
It's
yeah.
really
And
heavy
I
and
guess
coarse.
with the weight of it, it's
Yeah, you don't want that.
no. Okay, and then do you put this on when it's all complete?
So this is all the stitching will work through this, and then at the end of that, it gets the lining.
It gets okay,
and then the Velcro.
okay
At the top.
Yes, because that's how we're going to hang it. Is that right?
Well, we don't have to hang it like that, but that's typically how
That's
I do
the
it.
way. Can I ask a question about the Velcro? Because when I've seen it, obviously at other historic houses that I've visited, when they're putting it, let's say, against the wall or the paneling, are they actually sticking it to the paneling? Do you see?
Usually there's a bit of batten that's screwed in.
Gotcha.
And then you attach the Velcro with a staple gun to the batten.
Right, to the batten. Okay.
Yeah. But
Fine.
you might think, but especially with something this size, you could actually just do it on a pole sleeve if you prefer that. So there are options. You don't have to go with the Velcro.
I do think I probably want to go with the Velcro. I think that's the right way to go because then it keeps it from sort of hanging heavy. Is that right?
Well, where are you planning to put it?
So I'm planning on putting it when you enter into the hall. So if you remember, you walk into the front door, you turn left, you enter into the hall, and we've got between two of the windows, there's paneling there. Right now, Queen of England is there, Catherine Berganza, wife of Charles II. I'm going to remove her and put her someplace else. Don't worry, she's going someplace else for the public to see, but that's where I was thinking of putting it.
Okay. And have you got wooden paneling there?
It's oak paneling.
Okay. So you could have two hooks and a pole.
Okay.
And I can make a pole sleeve at the top of the lining.
Oh, maybe we do
so that it's just, and then you don't have the batten screwed in.
Yes, into the oak paneling.
Into the oak paneling. So, but
okay,
that's right at the end of the job.
Right at the end.
We can make a decision about that then.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Wow. So you're going to do one more wash, you think, and then
I'm going to drain that off and then have a look at the water and then make a decision. Yeah.
Anyway, this has been fascinating. How amazing is this, everybody? I hopefully I can come back another time when you're mid-stitch.
Yeah, do please.
Just to get a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Even though it was a 3-hour drive, it was easy and it was a sunny day, so there was no rain.
I'm sorry about the drive. It's a slog, isn't it?
You've done it twice to Mapperton and back, so well done you.
But the arrival at Mapperton is more rewarding than turning up here.
No, I feel very rewarded right now.
So you've got the weave going in two different directions. So with the warp is going in this direction, and then on this one the warp is going this way. So because on a tapestry the warp goes from left to right, you would have this running down the two side edges, and this one would be at the top and the bottom, and then you would just sort of mitre the corners and make it neat.
Right. Okay, I love it. I think it's great, and I think if I spin it around to this tapestry,
so it'll go on.
Oh yes, and look at how that looks. And we can cover that paint.
You can cover the paint. Yeah, definitely.
I think cover the paint. I know.
It doesn't look nice.
It doesn't.
It does mean that you'll lose a bit of the width.
Yes.
It's really unsightly, and I think it looks like just gloss paint or something that somebody's done.
I know. This is going to be completely transformed.
Yeah.
Completely transformed.
And this, makes it really smart.
Yeah, I know. It's going to here. Let's get a good look at that.
So cover it over. Let's put it here.
That looks great, Emma. Look at that, everybody.
It doesn't have to be this colour. We can. Obviously, it's difficult when we've got this blue tarpaulin behind it as well.
I think once you get to the point, we'll make a decision.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Good.
Thanks, everybody. Comment down below. And again, a huge thank you to all of you who have donated so generously to this project. I mean, this is tapestry number 1. I've already been thinking about tapestry number 2. Yeah, I know. I've been thinking about the Orion. Is it Orion and Daphne? No, Helios and Daphne.
Yes, was it Helios? It was. Anyway, I was corrected by somebody in
I
your
know.
comments who was quite correct.
I think it ended up being Helios and Daphne
was
in
it
the
Helios?
end.
I can't remember now. But yes, that would be another good one.
It'd be quite a good one.
Yeah, that
one.
would be fun.
And it's never been hung at Mapperton before.
Right.
Anyway,
Okay.
more later.
Watch this space.
Bye, everybody. Well, be sure to stay connected with us behind the scenes. Subscribe to the Mapperton Live newsletter for exclusive updates on what Luke and I are up to each week, whether it's uncovering historic treasures, restoring on the estate, or preparing for the season ahead. You'll be the first to hear about upcoming events, special projects, and daily life at Mapperton. Don't miss out. Sign up today and experience the magic Mapperton from wherever you are.